here and go live. We'll do our countdown if I can get it up here. Let's see. Here we go.
I love that.
Hi, everyone. Hello. It is I, Chrissy, your host with the Get Caught Up podcast. Of course, I am here with my lovely co-host, Miss Sassy, the author.
Hey.
And we are joined tonight with a lovely guest. But before we get into all of our questions that we have for guest, I'm going to allow her to be properly introduced. So, Shannon, I will give you the floor.
I'm literally gonna start changing my name to Shannon because there's no purpose of me putting Miss Sass the author because I can't get you for nothing. I'm gonna start changing it. It's just gonna say Shannon next time we come in. Okay, all right. Let me get through the wonderful Miss Marissa Hampton's bio here. She began her narrating audiobooks in 2021 and has since worked dozens of titles, including from audiobooks to coaching courses, scholarly articles, and children's books. She's an Audiophile Magazine Air Force Award winner. She narrated for Kennedy Ryan, Farrah Rashan, Cherish Reed, A.H. Cunningham, and many more. In addition to audiobooks, Marissa is also a film and television actress. As a sketch comedian, she has been featured in content for Funny or Die and performed at both Second City Hollywood and UCB. On screen, she can be seen in Captain America, Brave New World, Watchmen, Scandal, NCIS New Orleans, Outer Banks, Creep Show, and much more. Her latest audio titles are Plugs and Kisses by Farrah Rashan, The Can-Do Mindset, How to Cultivate Resilience, Follow Your Heart, and Fight for Your Passions by Candace Parker. Welcome, Miss Marissa Hampton.
Yay! Hello. It is so good to have you back on the show. And I know that you have been doing amazing things. So congratulations on all your film and audio career.
So much.
Yeah. Now I gotta go stalk NCIS New Orleans. So
Listen, it was so funny. And so we'll say that gets a pass. We were just talking about the guy who tattooed all of the letters for SVU on his arm, like the whole thing with the opener.
Yes.
And he was just like, we were talking about it. I said, I feel like that's a rite of passage if for the newer authors to have an episode on SVU. But see, you got in on NCIS, so I feel like
we're close. SVU, like if the Dick Wolf universe hears me, I would love to do that.
Yeah. Right. Love it. Yeah. Oh my goodness. And look, if you do, when you do, I'm not even gonna say if, when you do. When you do, let us know so we can sit down with our popcorn and watch. And I can stream.
I mean, y'all want to say we might go ahead and stream it and just be like, look at here, we're gonna do a watch party.
Right.
We'll do it.
Okay.
We'll do a watch party so we can be like, yes.
I love it. Right there, make a plan. Yes.
So we'll start off with a little bit about your background. And so I would love to know what led up to your narration journey and, just how did you get involved with this wonderful world?
I'm like a book person in general. Like my house is books on steroids in here. So I always loved audiobooks, and I'm going to date and age myself. My mom used to do the go to the library, we'll get the audiobook, but it was on a cassette tape. Nobody's got that smart. And we would get Goosebumps and check out road trips. So I have loved audiobooks for a really long time. I had a very dear friend who introduced me to a casting director, and I read a few samples, and then from there just kept going. I think I did one of the first books I did was for Rebecca Weatherspoon, which was A Walk in the Park. And then from there, I've just been narrating ever since. And it's been a lot of fun and a nice compliment to film and TV. So like I couldn't ask for a better, you know, you're not on set? You want to narrate a book? Yeah.
Awesome.
I love it.
I love that. It's interesting that you just mentioned being on set, because I would want to know, like, as an actress, how does that tie in, to you narrating books?
It's funny. It's similar, but at least for me, it feels like a distinct difference. I feel like on set, I'm constantly thinking about physically embodying, and there's a vocal portion for sure, but there's this whole part of moving, being, filling, and existing in a space. Whereas once you're in the booth, that little rustle, they're like, no, can we take it back? We heard her move. Actually, she breathed. So, it's different in just the way it feels a little bit more contained. And there becomes like this autonomous part where once you get those words from you lovely authors, you talented scribes, you sit down with this material and you have an idea of what you guys were thinking when you wrote it. And then you sort of respond as a reader and you get in there and then you bring these characters to life. And that's so much more control. It feels like a little bit than film and TV acting, which once you go and give it your 110% best shot on set, I always feel as though I'm like, all right, I'll see it when it's on TV. I don't know what this looks like. So it's a different experience.
I can agree with you on that, because I think about when you say that, it makes me think about like, also different adversities that come up on set. I had to be on a set where it was supposed to be a graduation in June, but we were filming in January and ice storm hit. And so we had to on set change up, like, no, this is no longer a graduation in June. It's a birthday party in January. So it was, and having to adapt to that, of course. And you have the external things that can kind of get in your mind, because it's like, okay, can I get to set safely? Am I going to be able to leave set safely?
I think it's interesting too how she talked about sounds. Like as a narrator, you have to eliminate all those sounds. But if you're filming and you happen to be in a cafe and a car goes by and somebody honks, it just makes it more natural to the environment. So they probably just keep it moving and don't even think about it.
Yeah. I mean, we hold for airplanes. Many a days. Plane, but
like hold it and cut it off. So we've been in heat because you had to cut off the AC. Oh gosh. Oh my goodness. So I get that part, but
it's funny. I'm laughing.
No, there's nothing like shooting a Christmas movie in full winter regalia in August.
August, right? Yeah.
Wow.
Oh my goodness. But how do you balance the job of being a narrator and being on set? How is that, how are you able to fare with it?
It's nice. I've learned my lesson. There was a moment where I was like, yeah, we can do all these things. If there's a break in between this, we could do these concurrently, and it makes a lot of, no, it doesn't make any sense. Your voice gets tired. Like that's enough. No. I definitely turn breaks sometimes. I take breaks. I turn down books sometimes just because if we're in the middle of a project, I want that project to be great, and I don't want it to be that I'm rushing between the two of them, or so I'll turn down if I don't think I can give the book 110%. But they're nice because they are two very different things. So, it's all, I always feel like it's such a very theater kid thing to say, and that's where I originally come from. But like you get this sort of like post-show depression where you're like, oh, I miss going to work every day with all these lovely people, right? So it's nice to then be able to sort of be like, oh, straight to the booth, me and a microphone. So it's nice that like that's always there should I want the comfort of that. So I appreciate that it always feels as though just when I finish one project, there's a book. I don't know. I've had some divine timing there, so I very rarely have where they overlap, and I'm trying to burn the candle at both ends. But I do every so often have to go, this is too much on my plate.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, that's awesome, but that is good. That is divine timing. And I know exactly what you mean about that post, show. It's like I say it's like you come out of a fog and it's almost like, okay, now what's going on around me? But I missed this over here, but now
what did I
back to this
miss?
life.
Yes. Yeah. And you're just like, well, okay.
Yeah, okay, so now what am I doing now? So that is good to be able to have a book to kind of, settle back in and, still be working and just like, okay, well, you know what? This is fun. Then you get to immerse yourself into the world of the characters. So in romance. Well, we have come to our very first game, and it is this or that.
Okay.
So we have 10 this or that questions to ask, and you just tell us which one that you would choose out of the two.
Okay.
So for the first one, coffee or tea?
Coffee. Any day. I'll coffee after we're finished this. There is no time, there is no limit. Coffee.
I love it. Listen, my Starbucks orders are now starting to come in and I'm off my fast. So yes, I'm with you on that. So, first person POV or third person POV?
This is a tough one. I third person, and that's arbitrary because honestly, neither bothers me, but third person is what I'm going to say tonight.
Yeah.
So okay. I want to add a little bit more to the game. Okay, because first or third person POV, distinguish between you as a reader, which one you like, and which one as a narrator that you like.
Narrator, first person, reader, third person.
Okay, perfect.
Fair enough.
Just, I don't know why, but that is a good question. Yes, definitely. Very different experiences.
Yes.
I think too, as a narrator, it probably might be easier to immerse yourself into the character in first
person. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just a little bit.
Just a little bit. Just a little bit. Third person, you might be like, okay, you feel like you're kind of reading the person instead of being the person.
Yes. Yeah. Both are fine.
But both are fine. It's awesome. I love it. And now, hey, it's well written. You can get into it either way.
Exactly. Yeah.
Exactly.
My reader preferences are not hard and fast sometimes. I have a few icks that are like, absolutely not. But sometimes I'm like, if you write something, I'm in.
Yeah. Awesome. So, fast-paced scenes or slow burn moments?
I don't like slow burns. So
I'm with you.
Throw
me in the fire.
Yeah. Yeah. Because if I got to get to 85%, fast paced.
You're like, I need it now.
I need to in love and the birds singing. Yeah.
See, I'm an insta love person. I don't write the tropes myself personally, but I've learned that insta love is something that I draw myself to. So I was like, yeah, so I guess I'm an insta love. I'm an insta love person. So I now I'm gonna make them go through a little angst, even if they aren't trying to, act right, but we gonna know that they love each other. That's probably gonna be the part that drives you crazy.
Yeah. And sometimes them too.
Exactly.
Sometimes the characters are like, I'm not trying to love this person right now, but darn it.
I love you.
But I don't want to.
I don't want to love you right now, but I do. Exactly. So this one might be a little easier for home studio or professional booth.
Professional booth. I love how many people are so proficient at home studio. I love it. I think it's amazing. It's not me.
Yeah. Hey.
No, I love that for them.
I love that
right.
for them. It's not my ministry. I am 500%. Like, I love having somebody who every now and then goes, That's not what that says. Like, I personally, by the 11th hour, and I'm hallucinating, and we've been in the booth for 5 hours, it's so nice to have someone in there to gut check and go, don't you think that was a very strange emphasis on that last bit? Should we run that again? Yeah, let's run it again. Just to go back and do it. Because it does, at least for me, it feels, you're in there, your headphones are on, you're hearing your own voice, and you're going through it. And for me, it's so nice to be able to go, wait, a human being who is listening to me read before this gets put out in the world. That makes sense. I don't think so. Right. Try that again.
Hey, I totally listen. I'm with you. I am 100% that person who's like, yeah, just take me to somebody who's gonna help. This is not my ministry. I don't want to do it. I don't want to do it on my own.
Right.
So I am with you on that. So voice acting classes or improv training?
Just because I will never not be someone who says improv. Improv is the way to go. I think it's so helpful in so many different areas. Honestly, even outside the world of acting, improv training is so helpful in communication in general. You basically, it feels like you learn how to bob and weave.
Yeah.
There's no situation where I'm not like, okay, yes, and. And it's just been so incredibly helpful. And I think people really feel like it's like a zip zap zop, which is a very, theater-y game if you've never played. I feel like if anyone's a theater nerd, they're like, don't do that. But like, if you think that like it's just that, I don't think so. It is so good. It's so good for you. I highly recommend it. It makes your brain stretch. I enjoy it.
Awesome. Listen, let me go sign up for an improv training.
I know, right?
Listen, I like that because when you said it, I was like, you know what? That makes sense, though. To help you out in life in general, just not because you do have those questions where you like, okay, I gotta figure out how to pivot real quick.
Yes. Also, how do I say this politely?
Yes. Exactly. Yeah. Because for me, I'm so straightforward. I'm like, ooh, give me a second. Give me a second. Let me get my politically correctness on for a moment.
And see, I'm the opposite. I'll think about it afterward. Like, I probably should have thought first.
Listen, that's why I say I have to stop and think because
be like, oh, that didn't come out right.
That did not. Don't say it. Please don't put that on paper.
Right. Please don't put it on paper.
Please don't put it on paper. Well, morning sessions or late night sessions?
Morning sessions for audio work. Yes.
Okay. Yeah. Definitely. I can see that. Yeah. At night, I would feel like you're tired. Your voice is tired. It's a wrap.
It's a wrap. I start seeing words on the page that aren't there. What's happening? Who is this? Who said that?
Who said that? Oh my goodness.
I wouldn't do that. We're 125 pages in. Right. Yeah.
Like, did I say that? Which is odd because a lot of writers write best late at night.
Yeah. Now I'll self-tape. My lovely reader who reads with me often, Tiff, she's so great. She self-tapes with me, and I will tape in the middle of the night. Like I'll tape at 2:00 in the morning, 1 in the morning. I don't care. Like putting myself on film, sure. I love a night shoot, all that sort of stuff, great. But like audio work, no. Yeah. Different quadrant of the brain.
Right, that part. No. Oh my goodness. So we're coming down to our last three: contemporary romance or urban romance.
Ooh, I'm gonna cop out. I don't have a preference.
Okay.
I do not have a preference. I think it's very funny when people say that they don't like urban romance, and I'm like, have you read urban romance?
Urban romance?
No, I haven't.
And you'll find that people will say, and it's because they've not actually read it. Romance, and it's a preconceived notion that they have in their mind. And no. I don't have a preference. Again, I'm not a book snob, and my book tastes are not hard and fast. So I will cop out and say both.
Awesome. Listen, I love it though. I love it.
Yeah, I'm a crusader because also I feel like sometimes when people say they don't like urban romance, there's a little prejudice there. So I don't like it.
Agree.
Listen,
Agree.
I can agree with that. I can
No,
agree with that.
seriously, because if you like and I'm not correlating them, but I'm just saying if you like a mafia romance and you have the nerve to tell me that you won't read an urban romance, again, not correlating things necessarily. I'm just saying some people screen it out for those reasons, and I'm like,
Exactly.
Yeah.
No, because
Yeah.
hey, I've written 3 mafia romance, and I can
That
tell
you
you,
have, ma'am. That you have.
and I can tell you, assuredly, they're cousins.
they're at the family reunion.
There you
So
go.
Exactly. We are all at the cookout together. Okay.
Sit at the same table.
exactly.
They at the same table. That's what they
They're
are.
at the same table. Exactly.
So
Exactly.
since you copped out of that, I'm gonna ask you this.
Yes.
Since you copped out of it.
Okay.
All right. Fantasy
Oh.
or mystery?
Oh. Okay. I will say fantasy.
Okay.
Mystery. I only read mysteries and thrillers during a specific season.
Right.
Is it Halloween?
No, shockingly, I think thrillers and mysteries are beach reads.
Oh.
I firmly believe that you should be reading those in the summer. I think it's crazy.
She's trying to die on the beach.
Yeah.
Yes, exactly. You should be trying to do a whodunit in the middle of July.
Yes, I got you.
Ooh, who done it in the middle of July?
I am
I
going
love
to
that
try
though.
that. I'm gonna try that. I am going to read a mystery or a thriller in July
There we go.
when it's sunny outside, and then I'm gonna email you.
Okay.
You're like,
Follow up. Let me know.
Follow up and let us know.
Yeah.
But you know what? That is a great change of pace because summer is
It
kind of
is.
easy and laid back, and so that gets your excitement going, your adrenaline pumping, all of that good stuff. So yeah, we're gonna have to try that. We're gonna have to try that, Shannon.
Yeah, let's pick a book, Chrissy. We'll read it together.
Yeah.
We will. Okay,
Yeah.
awesome. So,
Yeah.
audiobooks or paperbacks?
I will say paperbacks because like I just was listening to an audiobook and my brain is this ADD? I'm not sure. I will be listening and I have to do like a what is it called where you're reading and listening. So I will sometimes get halfway through the audiobook and then pick the book up. No fault, no shame to the narrator. Perfect, wonderful experience. Love it. But sometimes my brain is moving a little too fast and I want to finish it reading it.
Yeah.
Yes.
So,
As our lovely friend Crystal used to say, she called it listen. She reads and listens.
Listen.
I like that. Yes.
Listens. So this is the last this or that. And this might be a cop out too, but we gotta ask it. Acting or narrating?
I won't cop out. I'll tell you the truth. Acting. I love acting.
Oh,
Someone
I
said
love
tomorrow that I could not narrate another book. I would be very, very sad. But I have wanted to be an actress since I was a little girl, like a little this big. And there is nothing like that moment on set when just stuff clicks. I would like explain it. It's the strangest feeling when you're like, oh, I think that went well, and it just feels like so good. And like other actors are great, and you feel like you're like cooking, and like it's just there's no better feeling.
A magical moment. Like, oh, I love it. And see, I love film. I love the process of filmmaking too. So we had a couple of those. I love it. Like we had you know how you do like a cue of practice. It's like practice run, and the director calls it, and the actors are there, and we just the first time that ever happened to me was like a argument between two best friends, two guys, and they were both like one of those chest pump moments and stuff. Like you know you supposed to have my back, and I was so glad that he was rolling when he did it, but he was rolling regardless. It was supposed to be a practice, but it happened, and we're all on set, and he, says cut, and all of us collectively are like, that was so amazing.
There's nothing like, and you're just like, wow.
Like that, it was like that brief moment of hush, and then everybody just went crazy about how it seems like
It blows my mind. There's this joke that goes around. People are like, it's so strange seeing my friends do their jobs. And I feel that way about my friends as actors. Like, I love watching shows and I'm like, God dang, she's so talented.
You did that. Like, you did that.
Like, no, wait a minute. I know her for real.
Yeah.
right. It's like, you did that, girl.
Yeah. I felt the same way. It's a friend, it's a high school graduate of mine. We graduated the exact same year, same class, 4 years, all the rest of the high school. He was on a major show. And when he got it, I was like, oh my gosh. I watched every episode he was in. I was so proud of him.
Yeah.
But it's like, I was like, I know that person.
Yeah. And it
Yes.
and
Yes.
oh, it's magic. I love it.
It is.
It is. It is. So we are back to our questions. So we have some questions for you as a narrator.
Okay.
And I'm going to kick it over to Shannon because it is on you, girl.
It's on me. It's on me. So I want to know, what kind of stories do you feel are easiest to like inhabit versus ones that kind of require a little bit more care?
Because of my background, I love a story when your heroine's got a little funny. She's got a little something to her. There's some levity in it. It's not like I do struggle when some of them are very, very dark.
Yeah.
And I'm like going, no, nothing good happens for 13 chapters. And I love it? Yes, absolutely. And I have absolutely narrated things like that. But I enjoy this sort of, there's a little funny to it. I love seeing Black women be loved the way they deserve, which is one of the reasons why I like doing romance. I personally, as a film and TV actors, that's not the genre that I get to work in ever. Rarely.
Yeah.
No.
So it's fun to get to explore that as a narrator. So there is a level of care, and especially if the topics are sensitive, the darker stuff just takes a little bit more work. The stuff where it's like rom-com bantery, it is a little bit easier, at least for me, to access, and I like it. I enjoy doing that, and I find myself laughing in the booth. For any engineer who's worked with me, I always feel like they have to be like, is this person okay? I always enjoy that, because by the time we've hit the booth, it's probably to be honest, the second or third time that I've read the book. So for me, if I'm still laughing and enjoying it and swooning.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah. Don't feel bad, because I'll be the same way at work. I'll be at work listening and I'll just break out laughing because you're not expecting it. You don't know what's coming. And coworkers is like peeling over that thing like, is you okay?
Are you okay?
It's like, you all right over there?
And listen, I'm so silly. I'm like you. I can listen to it before, and if I'm on my second or third time, I'm still gonna laugh because now it's like,
if it's funny, it's funny. If it's funny, it's funny.
Yeah,
I am still gonna laugh. I mean, just tickle myself, okay?
Yes.
Oh my goodness. So my next question for you is, when you narrate your characters, what details matter the most to you that you think the listeners may never really notice?
I don't know. I think in terms of that is like right now I'm narrating Bayou Dreams series for Farrah Rashan, and there's a lot of very local stuff that goes on within the book. And so for me, I'm very militant about, I will watch Louisiana parish news, like from the small parishes. I'm watching old news broadcasts going, and how exactly did they say that there?
Right.
And that those little details are important to me, because there's literally nothing worse, I feel like, as a performer, than looking at a review and they're like, actually, I'm from blah, blah, blase, and that is the 110% wrong way to say that. Whereas I feel like there's a lot of listeners who will not pick it up.
Exactly. Listen, I gotta give you that, because I'm 100% with you on there. And I always tell this story. I won't say the name of the author. I won't even say what it was, but I read this book by one of my favorite authors, and it was a location that she named. Well, the people were driving from. I'm in Georgia, so they were driving from up north, and the location she gave, I was like, they were going to Atlanta. There is no way that they would have been to this location because that's further south from Atlanta. They get to Atlanta first. So I was just like, out of everything, I don't remember nothing. And I read this book years ago. There's nothing else about the book I remember. I don't even remember the characters. I barely remember what the book is about, but I remember that one singular
You can
fact.
still list the city without saying the author or the book because it's a common mistake.
It's so funny, and especially when like it blows my mind too, because I'm sometimes when like the topic is so specific. And I'm like, no, you picked this very specific topic.
Right. That was it. She picked a very specific location, and it was in another city that they never would have traveled through.
And it was another state. It was another state.
Yeah, we need to look at
another
this.
state.
Yes, that sort of stuff. Yeah, and there's always one listener reader who hears it and is like,
exactly.
I'm like, me.
That's the sort of stuff that drives me nuts, and especially areas like that where like Georgia, Georgia, right? Right. And like for me, like I love Louisiana as a whole, so for me, I'm like, I'm not embarrassing myself. So just those little things are the things for me where I'm like, it is midnight. Why am I looking this up? I'm watching a broadcast from 1995. 9 years old. Local news anchor.
But you'll get it. You'll have it right though. When it's time to get it together, you'll have it right. And we'll appreciate it. You know?
Yeah.
Oh, we will appreciate it.
Yes.
Yes. That is
for
important.
me, when you have to lean into, like the characters or maybe the background, a little bit into the plot, how do you decipher when it's time to be culturally specific?
Well, that's a great question. Especially when, and the bulk of my work has shifted, especially when I'm outside of, sometimes in the thriller space, I feel like there's room to sort of, there's a neutral sort of space that I sit in, just as a voice. Fine. But in romance, especially because like the bulk of my narration is Black romance. So there's stuff that I feel like intercommunity wise that sometimes it's like, no, that would only be said this way.
Yeah.
And I've had a director in a session be like, no. I'm like, I'm so sorry. I will DM this author. I'm telling you. Way this sounds.
Yeah.
And that's always funny, especially like in a pickup situation where sometimes, a third party listens just to do quality control, and then you come back in and they're like, this is a mistake. And sometimes there's a little bit of a question of, no, culturally, this is how that sounds. And listeners, it's going to jangle in their ear if I say that way. So there might be a consonant missing for you.
For us,
my people are going to go, I understood what you're saying. So I just, and that's also sort of the like battle of like own voices narration and like, representation in that space as well, because it's very clear. It's very, very clear when some of that stuff is intentional. And a lot of the times it's its own part of the fabric of the story. So for me, when that stuff pops up, it's like, oh no, this needs honored and this needs leaned into, especially because for me, I feel like vocally there's I'm California, Indiana. So there's a bit of a, like, you don't get like a Nebraska ope or any sort of Midwestern sound.
Right.
And sometimes you don't really, there's not like the total Valley Girl California sound. There's sort of a blanket neutrality sound to my voice, but sometimes like, especially when I am like, no, culturally, this is blackity black, this needs to sound like that. But it does. And it's funny because there's such a diversity in the type of narrator that you find now, right? You can find anything from here, there, and the other. And my voice is going to sound different than another narrator's, and it may not appeal to some people because it may not resonate as that sounds like one listener is going to be like, that does not sound like me culturally. I cannot identify with her.
Right.
I do want, the person picking up the book, listening for representation, when she hits that particular section to go, oh no, this narrator is who I think.
Yeah, so, I agree.
Yeah.
Exactly. I feel because we had a narrator one time, and he said he said the one thing that stuck with me. He was like, I always fight on that part. He was like, because he said author might write IONO. And it was like, and they were like, and the director would be like, that's like, oh no, like that. And it's like, no, that's I don't know.
I don't know. I don't know.
Because I know my people, and I know what they meant when they said that.
No.
I don't know.
Yeah. Or like, I've had and I will say I so appreciate so many of the publishing houses, so many of the authors that I have had the privilege to work with are like, go forth, prosper. I trust you, or like, I speak Spanish, so like, where there's been books where there's Spanish in the book, just sort of stuff where it's like, no, culturally, like this is important.
It's important.
Must be done. Like, also, you keep correcting me, and I'm telling you. So just that sort of stuff is always a delicate dance, and I think so often we're doing a lot better of like making sure people are well represented, but there's always room to grow. So. And you honestly don't know until you hit that, because that I don't know. Yes. It's such a specific situation that you don't realize until you're like pages in scrolling going, and if someone's like, no, that's not, and you're like, no.
Trust me. Trust me.
and it's like a strange little roadblock that will like pop up that you think, like, especially I'm like, oh yeah, that's what it is, and they're like, no, you're like, oh, okay, hold on. So it is funny because like sometimes I don't even foresee the areas where stuff will pop up. So
yeah. Awesome.
Like that. Yeah.
Well, can you walk us through your process of getting into character? Like, what do you have to do to like get the voice, the accent, the pacing, especially if it's like an emotional scene in romance?
I know some people enjoy narrators who are a little flat. That's not me. That's what you're picking up for sure. That's not my energy. I do find, for me, I think of the narration performance similar to television, and I feel like there's a bunch of detective work of you're reading what other characters are saying about specific characters. If his nickname is Froggy, 20 pages in, that man has a specific kind of voice,
Right.
Very specific voice that they're calling him Froggy. So that little stuff like that starts to build the character and what they sound like for me. They say she's soft, she's scared, she's tentative, she's been going through something. All of that are like, they become these collective data points as to how they sound to me. Or sometimes the main character, I'll be like, oh, she feels very close to me. Her speaking voice is my speaking voice. That happens often, but that, because every now and then the especially some of the authors I work with, I narrate for them often. I'm like, oh, this is me. So that comes into play. But for the most part, where their voice comes from, where that stuff starts to pick up is from the details of other people and their perspectives. And I also think one of the challenge, and so many narrators who are brilliant and they have like, hundreds of characters in a book. One of those great skills is understanding that you're painting the full picture. There is no visual. There is nothing but your voice. And it's such an intimate relationship. And I say that all the time. People are like, ew. And I'm like, no, you're in someone's ear. Upwards of hours. I'm currently listening to a book that is 10 hours, like 10 to 12, I think it might be 11. And and to think that is your responsibility, that weight is on you to paint that whole picture of the author's words. That starts to, for me, that's where it becomes so important to do all the detective work and start picking apart what everyone says and what from page 1 to the end of the book, you know, their journey influences sort of then what it sounds like when I sit down in the booth to narrate them. I do think in those emotional scenes, it's like painting with words. So taking that time for the dramatic delivery, and even if the book doesn't have, you know, the full sound design, that's not the type of production that it is. I think it's important to deliver the dialogue sections, like space, give it that air. But that's just because I find that when you're listening and you're like hanging on a narrator's words, if they let you sort of catch up and visually paint for them, like what you're hearing in your mind, I always appreciate that as a listener. So I try to do that as a narrator.
Awesome.
Listen, you back when you said 10 hours, I was like, my mind automatically went to Barbara Streisand.
Blank.
I think Barbara Streisand's book is like 40 something hours. I was like, baby, you was narrating this book for 5 years. I know you had to narrate this book for 5 years. I had
like
to
40 hours.
Yeah, listen,
it's so long.
Her book is
so long.
It is long.
It's long. I have like a compendium. I think that's like it's like a history. It's like a history book. It's like covering, you know, I think both world wars, and I think it's shorter than her book.
Oh God!
Oh my goodness!
It is great though. I do recommend it.
Yeah.
Listen, I love Barbara Streisand. I was like, yeah, this is gonna take me some months to get through. I would not.
I love her too, but I didn't realize the audio version was that long.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh,
it's like 40 hours. Oh God,
I do find that a lot of listeners don't realize that like your giant book, that's days in the booth. Like what it gets distilled down to, the audiobook is days in the booth. Like it's not analogous, like it's not directly a parallel. Like if the audiobook comes down to like 4 hours, I did not spend 4 hours in the booth. I actually probably spent 3 days if not
in the booth.
Yeah. And that shocks people all the time, and I'm like, no, I'm 100%. Yeah.
Oh my God!
It's interesting that you mentioned we're talking about the lengths of books, and so you've written for so many different. Not written, you've narrated for so many different authors. I'm gonna say right. I'm on me. I'm sorry. Have you learned any techniques that have like helped you like better embody the characters as you're narrating?
Yes. Yeah. And to be honest, a lot of it is vocal like endurance. I think a lot of like just me personally, I went into the business, so not the business, but the art, shall we say, because it is an art form. But I went into it a little blind, thinking that you're just reading. I do table reads for productions all the time. Like I can narrate a book. Wrong. There's a level of sort of like mental fortitude and then just vocal endurance that is that it's not until you narrate for authors who write over 400 pages, you know, because it's one thing to narrate a novella, which I can do that in my sleep. I call myself if you are neurodivergent, I narrate at the speed that will appeal to you. I don't narrate slow. But with that much text, it's just the way I pace a day is that for me in a narration day, I'm 50 to 75 pages is how many I should get through in one day. I don't know how many pages another narrator does, but that feels comfortable for me. And there used to be a time where I was like 100 pages a day is where I should sit. And then when you work on projects that are that long, once books start to get that long, there's a lot of people popping up, from the waiter who just goes, hey, to like, it becomes this web and network of character. There is something to approaching that length of text that has been so helpful. And now when I approach shorter books, it feels like, okay, I can do this, no problem. But yeah, as soon as I see that you have a longer book, I go, okay, I might need some time. I would like one backup day and just, a little bit, a little bit more time in prep as well.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
and that all came from the learning and working for other authors. And I'm very grateful because it's funny. Either you have a great mentor in this, or you've just thrown into it and you succeed and you're amazing, or you're sort of like, I love it and I'm doing it. But yeah, so it feels like you learn on the job.
On the job training.
On the job training.
Yeah.
Hands on.
Oh my goodness. So kind of piggybacking off of that, over the course of your career with narrating different projects, how has your voice changed?
That's an excellent question. It has gotten stronger. I've never been the actress who sings. There was for me, that's terrifying. I feel getting to sing, good for you. So the level of breath work and breath support that singers have, I feel like that knowledge would be so helpful in this space. And learning to control your breath, learning to control mouth noise, just all of that, articulation, dialect. Narrating for this long has created a stronger muscle, and I'm very grateful because there's so many times where now on set I'm like, sure, because I just did a bunch of people. The last book, everybody was from a different country.
It was like, I just narrated 25 people. What you want me to do on this set?
Right.
Who do you want me to be? You want me to be a secretary today? Excuse me, an administrative assistant?
Administrative assistant.
That was rude. I apologize, because as a former administrative assistant, I apologize because yeah, I can do that. It's shocking how much when you sit down for narration. I love listening to other narrators. I'm like, gosh, wow, that was like 60 people. We're only in 5 chapters. Like, you don't realize how much work that is, and just how much skill to flip back and forth very imperceptibly. And it's not editing. Like, that is a narrator who is doing that. And thus far now in my career, it's gotten a lot easier. But it's just funny because at first it was like, how do people do that? Well, you better learn.
Yeah, exactly. I have wondered that the first person who got me to listen to audiobooks, because my hands up, I will say there was a time where I was like, no audiobooks, I'm just paperback only, and then COVID hit. And I was like, you know what? Let me just take a listen. So my first narrator was Nicole Small. And I think she had to narrate like 30 people. And every last one of them had a different voice. I mean, from little kids to grown men. It was like, and she kept the distinct voice for each character throughout, like maintained it. It was very consistent. I was so blown away. I honestly say she's the one narrator who got me into audiobooks, because I was like, okay, let me listen to these people. they doing the Lord's work over here.
It just blows my mind. Same thing. I was a little bit like, and then I was like, wow. So similar experience. Yeah.
I was just like, no. But then I was, I listened to it. I said, let me try it. And all of a sudden, I was like, I'm that person over there. Like, people are on to it. I'm like, oh my God, have you heard this? This is like the best.
It's the same way when you read a book.
Yes.
Like, even when you read it, if you hear it narrated, it's like, oh my gosh, it was narrated so well. Like, you have to listen. Like, oh, I read that. No. You have to listen to this one, because it's a different experience.
Yeah,
exactly. And I have read books that were just okay for me, and then I listened to the audiobook and I was like, oh my God, what?
Yes.
This is just the best book in the world.
Yes, that has happened to me. It was like, it's almost like, I think for me, when I had that experience, I didn't fully have the character's voice in my head. And then you hear it, this is tone, pitch, pace, and it's like, oh.
And personality, because if the narrator makes you like a character that you were kind of ho hum about, then it's like it's a totally different experience.
Totally different experience.
Yeah.
Different experience. So,
I agree.
I did have another question for you. We touched on it a little bit when we were talking about the I don't know, and how you go and you kind of like have to go back and be like, no, this is how it's supposed to be. Let's kind of reference that. Do you have anything that you just absolutely won't compromise on when it comes to narrating a story?
In terms of content or performance?
Both.
Yeah, content. I won't bet anything homophobic. I can't. I'm so sorry. Like that, I don't rock with you. Good luck. God bless. It ain't for me. Homophobia, transphobia. I'm not your girl.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah.
I just and I say that because I have had a few people be like, "What?" I'm like, "No, not you. You picked the wrong lady." Anything like that. I also there's questionable. Sometimes there's stuff where I'm like, I don't know that you're representing the expanse of Black women well. Then I probably will say no, and that's a personal thing. Like that's book to book to book. No. If I think you need an editor. Because I have a very bad narrator tick where if I'm reading and there's an editing issue, my brain hits the brakes. It literally sounds like a car crash in my brain. And I'll be like, where to where I was said.
Where to where I was.
Can we put a note? Or I like immediately I'm like, I don't think this is the correct tense. Unfortunately, this is the wrong grammar. So it becomes just sort of a very painful narrating experience. I've pushed my way through for people. I think especially emerging authors, if that's something that's like out of reach, a good editor. Sure. Again, it's like book to book, but that's just sort of like there's some stuff where sometimes I'm like, yeah, it's not for me personally. Yeah, and then just like there's just certain stuff where if like some stuff like if it jangles against sort of like I think you get a good sense of who I am personally if you look at sort of like the stuff that I'm constantly talking about on my social media or where my money is going. I think you get a really good sense of like where I lean, like where my little picket sign is. So like if there's something in your book, I'm like no. It's like go with God. That's probably and with grace.
Go with God.
Go with God.
Like that's fine, and I'm okay, and that's okay because I'm not going to be everyone's cup of tea, and that's fine. One of my favorite lessons has been learning how to be disliked. So yeah, that's fine. So as a narrator, those things. But like, yeah, the big things are like any sort of bigotry, any sort of racism, homophobia, like, and you'd be surprised because even in our own, there could be some stuff where I'm like, wait, what?
Right.
Yeah.
Those are all big no's for me. So in terms of content, in terms of performance, I really, really, really cannot stand, and I have not done this unless someone has thrown something where someone has been like, we finished this book, can you do titles, like end titles and credits for us, or to help out another narrator, which is like if I'm in studio and someone's wandering around, that has happened more often than not. And then or just like someone has been like, can you take this book? Fine. I hate going into session not having read something. And I like to have read it. Probably, I really enjoy having read it at least once, twice if we're really, really feeling it. I like to rehearse some of the voices before, especially like if there's kids in the book. I like figuring that stuff out before I hit the booth, just because again, I have an internal pacing that's going of how much I want done in a recording day. Just because like I am someone who asks for the studio experience. So I understand that, like I've asked for sessions to be paid for. So for me, I want the most bang for their buck. So for me, it's just it all like, I don't feel like I deliver or could deliver well without having read before. Like that's just, as a narrator, something I'm not capable of. I'm sure someone is brilliant at that and finds that that's how they perform the best. I just don't like surprises, because I find that every now and then you'll read something and then 10 pages you'll be like, as the reader, not the narrator, but like when I'm reading, where I'm like, is this person French? So like I can't imagine, like they, like maybe they didn't require a full-on like French accent, but they have a lingering one because they've been in the US 10 years, but you don't find that out.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Like that's the sort of thing that, like, that's not the kind of surprise I want. Like, I don't. So I as a narrator, like I can't go in that blind. I would not. That doesn't feed me well as a performer. And then I used to be a coffee person in the booth. This is a dumb one. Now I'm only a tea person in the booth. No coffee. which violates our this or that question where I said coffee only.
Well, we give you a pass for the booth, though.
Yeah, I don't know why. I would love to hear from other narrators. Like, does everyone feel that way? Because it is a no coffee zone for me.
Mm.
Well, you did say something that you graced on something when you were talking, and this is probably, if I were ever, that's not my ministry, but if I was to ever narrate something, when you were talking about the grammar, like that it's wrong, and I've heard narrators say you have to like read what's there on the page. I'm like, my mind is not working like that. I'm changing it because
No,
it's not doing. I can't do it.
I'm so difficult because I will sit there and I'll keep going. I don't think so. You think so? Because I don't think so. I don't think so. I don't know, man. I mean, I don't think so. And I used to have to write a ton of correspondence in my corporate job. So
It's like this not right. I know this is not
I
right.
have many a time said I will happily record 2 versions of this and you can write a note. Because I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. Because also, like, there's so much. I know as authors, you put in so much work and like you've birthed this baby into the world. And if I can in that beat like do one thing, I would rather be this person doing what?
Yes.
Not what they meant.
That is not what they meant. And it's like, and because when you're listening, you might miss that if you're reading, but if you're listening to it, it is very clear. It is very clear.
It's so loud in my brain. That's another thing. Like, I also do feel there's a little bit of like narrator vacuum. I belong to like a couple like narrator group chats, but like sometimes I'm like, we need to talk more because I have to know. Because sometimes I'm sitting there and I'm reading and I'm like, that's wrong.
That's wrong.
And it's to me, it's like glaring. It's when you narrate, it's just very glaring.
Yes, it is glaring. And I was like, because I've asked that question, like, well, when I've heard it, like narrators will say it, and they're like, well, that's because we're saying exactly what's written on it. I was like, yeah, my brain, we would have been arguing. Like, I would have been in the booth talking, I'm not doing that. This is wrong. I'm going to say it the way it's supposed to be said.
Again, if I could shout out every single publishing house that I've worked with, Hachette, Dreamscape, bless you to the heavens and above. Like, I'm so grateful because they listen in those instances when I'm like, can we put a note on this that says I don't think this is it, because sometimes it happens, like, it's the recording script, like by the time we get it, like, it doesn't mean, especially something that's a brand new, it's not a re-release, it's a brand new work.
Yeah. So yeah, I love that. Look, I'm glad to know that if I was to ever in one of my former new lives become a narrator, that I can have a leg to stand on to fight for that for that one thing.
Yeah.
So this is, before we get into our second game, this is one of our last questions about your brain, actually. So growing your presence. How have you been tackling growing your narrator brand?
What I most appreciate is I have some fantastic authors who keep coming back. They keep putting their trust in me. And that, for me, is the biggest honor and the best part of this. you know, there's some people I've done 7 of their books now. Like that, nothing compares to that level of trust. You know, there's one author who, I mean, I've done short stories in anthologies. I've done 2 of their giant works, and then 2, and that for me is where I'm at. Like, if your favorite author is X, Y, and Z, then Marissa Hampton narrates her work. You know, like, and that is like, I think that is the biggest honor. I also find that for me, it's just like as a performer package, I think I haven't been doing any giant push to sort of be like, I am the face of this part of narration. That's not me. You know, I've this so much of this is partially something that I love. It's a passion project that I do get paid for. So I think personally keeping it something that I get to love and be something that each experience is an honor and I cherish the experience, makes it very special. I think the moment that I sort of go, okay, now it's time to be big brand, big studio, big girl narrator, I think it would change for me. And I don't know that is the space I want to occupy in the narration space. I think there are some people who are so good at like providing mentorship, the classes. You know, there are so many people who are multi-hyphenates who are just exceptional. And that's not, I think, the role that I need to play in the space. So I enjoy sort of being like, if you read X and Y's books, Marissa Hampton probably does narrate for her. Or them, and you can find her and you enjoy her, and that's me. Also, if you like Marissa Hampton as a narrator, you might also like her as an actor, and she's on X, Y, and Z show. So I do think it translates. I was at Black Romance Book Fest last summer where we saw each other, and it was making me laugh so hard because the loveliest human being came up, and she was like, "I heard you from across the room." And I knew it was you.
Oh my gosh.
That's awesome.
Like that for me is like, if my brand is that, you can hear, like, if, like, you know, you want to be not Morgan Freeman. Okay, like that's the next sort of like, wow, right? But if someone heard me in a crowded convention hall and knew a ballroom, not convention hall, ballroom, knew that was, you know, that one of their favorite narrators, that's the space where sort of branding wise I'd like to occupy, is recognizable and your favorite in your headphones.
Oh,
I love it. Well, we are coming to game 2, which we call our versatility versus. And you guys, I'm gonna take up a little space so I can give Marissa a chance to kind of read over the notes. Yeah. We threw her in the fire, y'all. And so I'm going to preface this by saying, you know, she is coming off of, off of a set. Yeah. And we just gave her a little bit of, what is it?
The books.
Yeah.
We gave her a little snippet from our books to read over. So thank y'all who all have joined in. Carrie and Raynita and Bruster and Nate will speak. Romance and Color, thank y'all so much for joining in. So we gave her a little bit, and I'm going to preface it for me, and then I'll let Shannon preface hers when she gets ready to do hers. But mine is actually from my upcoming Christmas novel, which releases in September. And it is Love Me Down to Christmas. And this is my character, Amaria. She's talking about her best friend, old best friend. So it's like friends to enemies to friends to lovers.
Okay.
That's the
best way to say that.
That is the best way to say friends to enemies to friends to lovers. So in this snippet, you know, her little emotion, she's back in town. It's been some years and they're both grown now and good and grown. And she sees him and she's starting to see him in a different little light than she has before. Those old, well, I'll say it like this. Those old high school feelings are coming back, and they're coming back as grown woman feelings. So that is mine. And so whenever you are ready, I will give you the floor.
Let's put my narrator hat on. Okay. Mom and I were already seated in her favorite section when I heard the bellow of laughter that could only belong to him. I turned to see Jacob escorting his mother in, greeting nearly every usher, deacon, and good sister of the church as I smiled and shook his hand. Clearly, he was a regular. My greetings, on the other hand, were filled with surprise, as if folks half expected me to set the church doors ablaze just by showing up. As Jacob, as Jacob made his way down the aisle, I had to stop myself from gawking. That man knew how to wear a suit. I realized I'd never seen him in one before. Back when we were kids, he wore polo shirts and khakis. But grown-up Jacob donned a cream turtleneck under a tailored dark brown pattern suit with matching loafers, looking like a dream and temptation rolled into one. I swear if the man had passed the collection plate, I might have jumped right in it. No change needed. Lord, forgive me. Jacob sounds incredibly handsome.
Absolutely perfect. Oh my God.
That was perfect.
This is impromptu. She did not have this like yesterday or something. She got this tonight.
Listen, we dropped this in the chat on her like
today.
2 minutes before we went live.
Listen, you guys, if we can keep this up, I'll take it because the hype team, I'll appreciate it.
Listen, that was perfect. So, like, you're definitely on my list for my publisher to narrate Amaria because I was like, yeah, I won't even see. I shouldn't say this, but I'm gonna say it out loud anyway. A lot of times, especially with my publisher, because I know that they're gonna put it in an audiobook. I already kind of have in my head who I want to narrate. So, like, I haven't turned in my list yet. There'll come a time it's like, oh, who do you want to narrate? And like I already had, they were like, give me 3 people, and you're already number 1 on that list.
And now we see why.
You guys are so. This is too kind because I'm telling you. Sometimes I swear, I was just telling a friend, I was like, as like an actor, or performer, narrator, like reviews are lovely, repeat customer, you know, in terms of narrators who trust or authors who trust you. But this is so rare to get to hear people like give you instant feedback. It's such a treat. So,
you did Amaria perfectly, like because in my she's from small town, you know, kind of northern, but she lives in DC, so now she's city girl and she's come back home to this small town, and you know that's why she said they thought she was gonna set the church ablaze.
Yeah. Holy rollers are saying, where are you a priest?
Holy rollers thought she was gonna set the church on fire. Like, baby, you don't ever come to church. You ain't been to church in 15 years down here.
What they say, where you been?
Where you been?
Where you been?
It's a funeral. Yeah.
Right. And Jacob, you know, he's the hometown hero. He's coming in and everybody, the ushers and that.
Hey, baby. Yeah.
Hey, baby.
With the hat on to the side.
Yeah.
Listen, help Sister Shirley to her seat.
Yes. Just a mess.
Awesome. But yes, that is. I love it. I was like, this is my Hallmark moment.
You so silly. Okay, so my little snippet is from my release that came out today.
Yeah,
I have never had a book narrated yet. So that is still a place I haven't stepped into yet. So I am very nervous. Very nervous to see what that sounds like outside of my own voice.
Well, now
where Love Me Down for Christmas is Amara coming back. Mm-hmm. This is Anaya, and Anaya lives in Detroit. That's just so you know. And in her case, because you're about to read where she's at, I don't want to tell you unless you just looked at it. But in her case, her love interest is coming back into her town. So it's like a switcheroo. And when you just, I was like, it literally is like the
opposite.
It's like the opposite. It's like an opposite. It's so crazy that I think about that because we've been talking about these stories for forever. So, but what you're getting is the opening scene. So I'm not gonna set the tone or the pace because it's literally the opening scene of Anaya's dialogue. So inner monologue. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Okay. All right. Okay, here we go. It takes a special kind of woman to do what I did today. Truly. I should give myself a medal. I hope to receive a few extra points in heaven for showing up and enduring the polite, questioning stares. However, I wouldn't complain. My attendance had nothing to do with my ex or his new bride. I was here in support of my daughter and making sure she enjoyed being a flower girl in a wedding that at one point I thought would have been mine. The ballroom glittered under crystal chandeliers, the air thick with laughter, clinking glasses, and the faint perfume of roses and pine garlands. I adjusted the strap on my dress, forcing a smile as I navigated around my ex's family members, and work colleagues. Every polite nod and hello felt laced with pity and compassion. I ignored it all while giving a graceful smile. Despite everything that happened between me and my ex, I would endure hell if it meant keeping a smile on Maya's face.
Oh my God!
Where are you guys when I where are you guys? I'm in the booth. I'm like,
Look, we're gonna have to record ourselves, bigging you up and send it to you so you can play it.
Yeah. When I feel like crap, I need you both.
Yes, we gotta record ourselves and say, here you go.
Yeah.
That was beautiful. Listen, I can just, and you set the tone and the vision for it. I'm up here making faces going,
I mean, like when you, because I wanted to hear it without listening, like without looking at her face. I wanted to hear it, and I was just like, I'm there, and I wrote it, but I'm there.
You're there.
Like, wait a minute.
Yes.
This is my work. Yeah.
Like, what?
I'm here at this wedding, and I'm looking. I'm like, and I'm just frowning up at these ex's family members. I'm like,
Yep. But I'm here.
Yes, that is so amazing. You did a wonderful job.
So much
Thank you.
Thank you for letting me narrate your work. I appreciate it.
You are welcome. Listen, Adrienne said, I need her bad. Love your voice, sis.
Thank you.
Yes, absolutely. See, I was like, yeah, because I know you're gonna kill it.
Yeah, what I'm not telling you is I was like, guys, I'm a little. we did.
No, you're not.
Listen,
yeah.
I can only imagine when you were shooting on all cylinders.
Yes, like if this is the tired, exhausted after the long day and week voice, oh my gosh.
Yes, like I'm sitting here kicking my feet now, like.
Well, I need the rest of both of these ladies' stories.
Yes.
I'm excited to
read. Absolutely.
You can absolutely have a copy. Yes, ma'am.
Yes, you can. You can.
Like, why do you want to be a narrator? I'm like, because I get to read things before you.
You do.
Anyway.
Absolutely. Oh my. Well, we have just a few more questions for you before we wrap it up so that you can rest your body and your voice.
Yes. So we talked about a few genres that you've done. Contemporary romance, you like urban romance, so there's no choice. We pick between fantasy. Is there a genre that you would love to narrate that you haven't narrated yet?
Sorry, I'm getting this question a lot as an actor on screen.
Mm-hmm.
And it's the same for both. I would like to narrate horror, and I would like to be in some horror.
Oh,
that is my 2026.
Go, okay.
Yes. I need you to make it to the end, though, sis.
Yes. I would like to be final girl, survives to the end. I do not want to be the black best friend who does not make it.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. You know what I like has been interesting about that, just being honest, even watching movies now, what I've noticed is one, we stopped killing the black person off first.
Yes, thank you.
Thank you.
And second, we got black people living.
Yes.
The whole movie. through the whole movie.
Listen, I think we all rejoice with that movie with LL Cool J with the shark.
The shark.
Yes.
Too deep, girl.
Yes.
No, that
Yes.
one. Deep Blue Sea. What was funny
I
is
love
when
that
you
movie.
hear his interview, he told them, "Y'all don't kill me off. I will do this movie if you don't kill me." If you go back to the interview, I didn't know that either until I saw it. But that was the only way he agreed to it because, of course, back then, this was in the 90s.
Yeah.
They killed us off first scene. The first person to die.
Listen,
He was gonna go immediately, and I will not to you how many times I have seen that movie because it's a lot.
Yes.
I mean,
I love it.
how many times? Because see, when that movie came out, this is old school right here. I used to work at Blockbuster Video, so I got to see all the previews before they hit the actual. I got to see them all, so I watched that movie quite a bit, ma'am.
Yes.
Way more. I did. I know some of the words verbatim, but it's
yes. I love that movie, and it was like I think we all rejoiced, and I think. Listen, let me just put it out here. It's gonna sound how it sounds, but realistically, in real life, we would be the last people standing anyway. Because
y'all out here dealing with sharks.
Yeah.
No, ma'am. No, ma'am.
Investigate that sound.
No, ma'am.
Exactly.
No.
Like, no, we're gonna be the last people standing.
We're not. And we would be with old girl when she was like, yeah, we made the shark's brains bigger to get this potent. And old girl was like, you stupid B.
Yeah.
I was like, that would have been us. Like
that would have been us.
A shark's brain. Man, okay.
Yeah. Exactly.
That would have been us. Because first of all, we're not going out into the woods in no cabin by ourselves in some place and shut down. Okay,
yes. No.
You gotta get me to a hotel.
You want to explore the abandoned insane asylum? No,
we're not going. Like we're gonna be okay. Text me when you're ready.
Yeah.
Well,
police. Yeah.
I'll be the person at the house. Oh, y'all need some help? Let me call 911. I'll 911 for you.
I'll pass. Yeah. No.
I'm not even gonna come and check on you. I'm gonna just wait till the police tell me it's all clear.
Thank
Pretty
you.
much.
Yeah.
That's not me. Oh my goodness. But if you were to have your own story and you didn't narrate it, who would you cast for your own story?
To narrate it? Ooh. It's a very good question. Oh. This is just because I think she's not underrated now. She's getting her flowers, and I once approached her at an event and like scared the crap out of her too. I was like, by the way, I think you are a genius. I'm gonna say Regina Hall because I love her.
Yes.
I think she is just the best dramatic actress. She is the funniest human being. She makes if you watch her on a press tour, her funny is my funny. I'm not as we're Kiki, so this is a lot bigger. But like my resting space of humor is sometimes the way she is so funny, like without just breathing. She is so human beings. I have so much respect for her. And I'm telling you, I approached her and was like, you need to know you are incredible.
You're incredible. Listen, I love her. Listen, I love her. My Martina Hall moment.
Yes.
She's like,
I love when she's she's like, it's bones.
I love her to listen to her talk. She told her story, and she was talking, and she told a story about Sanaa was like telling her she was gonna get a role. This was for the other Regina. She was like, "Are you sure?" Like her comedic timing is just so
classic.
Like she's classic. I love her.
Yes,
I love her.
They're funny. I love her. So yes, I would put her in a heartbeat.
I love it. I'm with you on that one. So for this year, are there any special appearances that you'll be making? Any upcoming projects that you could share with us?
Yes. Right now you can see me as an actress on It's Not Like That. It's on Amazon Prime on Wonder Project. Our first 2 episodes are out right now. Episode 3 drops this Sunday. And you can watch on Wonder Project, which is a fun streamer that's new.
Okay.
Yes, so it's exciting. And I play Gail, who is essentially me. Keeps it real. Ask a few questions here and there about, are we sure? Are we making that choice? Yeah, and so she's fun. I always enjoy getting to sort of be that person who is like levity, and it's a family drama that's also romance, and Gail is, you know, just that fun friend who's like, you sure? And then right now as a narrator, today I believe book 3 of the Bayou Dream series came out. Let me make sure I'm not misspeaking. But by Farrah Rashan. Book 3 came out. Yours Forever is out, so you can read it or you can listen to me narrate it right now. And I have a couple more titles in that series this year.
Oh,
nice. Okay.
It's look, so happy release. This is amazing because technically all 3 of us have a release that came out today.
Yes. Yes.
Happy release day all
Happy
around.
release day all around.
All around.
Happy release day, Farrah, who is out in the world.
Yes, Farrah.
Yes, happy release day, Sarah. Yeah, oh my gosh.
Yes.
So, next to last question.
Okay.
What would you like potential clients to know about you as a narrator?
That I love this. I appreciate how much work you've put into this. I take it personal, which is like the number one thing you're not supposed to do as a performer. I
think authors and readers appreciate it. Maybe
We
the
sure do. We
powers
want to
that
take
be
it
might
personal.
not, but
Yeah.
we do.
Yeah, we definitely want you to take it personal.
So if I'm your choice, just know that I've read the book. I understand that you put in hours and you slaved over this and just put your heart and soul into it. And I appreciate that so much. You know, my mom published her first book this year. It's a children's book, and I got to see her work with her illustrator from, you know, infancy to it being put out there. And it again makes me truly appreciate how much work that you guys do. So for me, it'll never just be, oh, thanks for the money, this is great.
Yeah.
That's nice. That's nice. But there's a whole part of this that is, I have loved books since the first time I went into the now extinct Borders bookstore.
Right. Oh, I love Borders.
I loved Borders. And I've loved going to the library. Like half of my life is advocacy for public libraries and just how important they are to the foundation of society. I'm going to be 110% serious when I say that.
Yeah.
So it's personal. The whole experience is personal for me. I also I take it very personal when people denigrate the romance genre. So just know, if you're a romance author who approaches me, I think that romance writers are empowering women to be able to speak about their desires, to vocalize them without fear, without judgment, without any of the sort of, you know, from the outside world.
Yeah.
Patriarchy that has so often told women that what they like, what they're interested in, what they find funny, what they find, you know, what again they find sexy, isn't as important as what men find important. So I think that the genre of romance is powerful, very, very powerful. So for me, again, this is personal. So.
Yeah. Love that.
I love it. I love it. I love it. So before we go, can you tell us what is the podcast that you go to for your favorite narrator interviews, best tips in the tea in the literary industry?
I can tell you right now, it's Get Caught Up.
Hey.
Get Caught Up author podcast, you guys.
I love it.
Thank you. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. Oh my goodness. So I want you to once again tell us the name of the show, because I want to make sure everybody catches that so they can go and support.
Yeah, so our show is called It's Not Like That.
It's not like that. Okay, listen, because I know my brain.
Yeah.
And where is it airing right now? I'm gonna do it
So
again.
if you head on over to Prime Video, you can
Mhm.
watch on Wonder Project. That is our streaming home. But yeah, head on over to Amazon Prime and then you watch on Wonder Project.
Gotcha.
Yes. And shout out to Farah
Yeah.
for her book, Yours
Yeah.
Forever. You can hear Marissa on that one, or Rebecca Witherspoon, or Kennedy Ryan. She is narrated for those ladies. And hopefully, we'll be narrating for Adrian, for me, for Shannon.
Hey, while you playing, I'm like, okay, hold on. How
Let
do
me
I
know.
make this work? I'm over here pride. I got some things rolling in my head. I'm like, okay.
I was like, what's happening? My email.
My email just blew up.
No, but thank you. I appreciate you both.
Yeah.
You
No,
know.
we
You are
appreciate you
so
for doing that. That just blew me.
yes.
See, Chrissy
Yes.
already has books and audio, so she has a different experience. I'm in shock. So it's
Listen.
my experience is
Hey,
completely different right now.
I
Revelatory.
won't. Listen. I want, and I love. This is no, not please, please, please. I don't mean it as any kind of way because I told y'all like my publishing house asks me for 3 people all the time. Okay, so I have to give 3 narrators. So Love on Board was thank you, Charlie Airwood. She narrated it for me. It will release on
Yeah.
the 30th. But yeah, you were on my list too on that one.
But Charlie Woods is great. I just want to say that. So shout out.
Yes, she is amazing. She's an amazing. She's been on here before. It's again, and I love her down. She's a beautiful spirit. Oh my gosh! So
Yes. I had
I
again. I
can't.
got to see your guys' everyone's faces at Black Romance Book Fest, and I was like, everyone exists outside of.
Outside of your phone now.
I was like, dang, hi, hello, you're beautiful.
Yes, yes. So I was so excited. I got to meet her there too, and Miles and Midnight. It was just
Yes, yeah.
it was phenomenal, and I'm so glad that narrators are participating because you guys just mean so much to the community that we're in. You guys really elevate us, elevate our works, and I cannot do what you guys do. Like I can write it, but I definitely cannot narrate it.
That's
Listen.
space I occupy. So
Yeah.
I yeah.
Yes,
That's to you
stay.
too, ma'am. That is to you too.
Yes to you because I stay in the lane that I am in, and that is not narration.
Mine either. It's not narration. Yeah.
It is not narration. No, 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 and no. But I have a great ear for it. I have a great ear for it. So maybe I could be a casting director.
Yes,
One day.
So this is what I was gonna say this earlier. This is what's so interesting because Marissa narrates and she acts. Chrissy loves production and film, and I'm the opposite because I want to write.
Yes.
Yes.
And it's all like this little threefold thing going on here today. And I was like, okay,
Yes.
I see who we are.
The whole business is represented.
The whole
Three
pyramid.
times.
Three
The
times the
pyramids. Awesome, awesome. Well, Marissa, tell everyone where they can reach you and especially if they want to hire you as narration. Or
Yes, yeah.
and where they can reach you if they
I
want
need
to hire
that
you as
information.
actor.
Yes. You can always find me. My Instagram is Marissa Chanel Hampton because I've got 3 names as an actor. And I talk about books at Ink and Paper Soul is my other Instagram account. But yeah, if you want to follow me in general for acting and narration updates, it's Marissa Chanel Hampton.
Awesome. Well, Miss Sassy, the author, let everyone know where they can connect with you and your information for today.
That is so funny. Finally, she says my pen name. All right. So you can find me at MissSassyTheAuthor.com on all of my social media platforms. It's Miss Sassy the Author. If you Google me and you'll find me. I am always there. And Snowflake Promises came out today. Go get it. It's on Amazon. It's on Kindle Unlimited. And as you've heard of how this book starts off by the lovely Marissa Hampton here, go ahead and get it. Go ahead and get it because she's inspired me. Yeah, she has.
Yes.
Book, so
That is beautiful. Yes, I love it. You guys can find me at Chrissy GCU for anything podcast related. That's on Instagram. And any other stuff. Like if you want to talk about film stuff, script stuff, that hit me up there. You can hit me up on that site. And as an author, you can find me at author Aries Scott on Facebook, also Aries Scott _ on Instagram. Um, I'm still debating about TikTok, but I'm still right now with the current changes that are happening. But I am still there for the moment at author Aries Scott. And but my book, Love on Board, just released today as well. Thank you guys so much.
Love it.
And the audio book will be available on the 30th. It is narrated by the incomparable Charlie Wood and the the dreamy Mr. Winston James.
Yes.
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 Yes, yes, yes. And the book that you read the snippet from, you narrated the snippet from, is my upcoming Christmas novel, which is Love Me Down to Christmas. It is available for pre order now. It releases this September, right ahead of the holiday season. So I'm so excited for that. Yes. So thank y'all for joining us. Adrian, you have her information. So now you have oh my God, Romance and Color said your voice is golden.
Oh.
Period.
What happened to her? She's like awash in tears. Thank you.
You are so welcome. So yes, you get all of the flowers today, ma'am.
Yes.
Absolutely.
All of them.
And you guys make sure that you do come back and you do tune in with us next week on February the 4th at 9 p.m. We will be talking to Mia Heinzelman about her book, The Divorcetant. Oh my gosh.
Ooh, yes. We got to talk about that one. Wait till she get here.
We got I was punching the air in the prologue. Okay. So I'm telling you right now, we got to get into it. We have to. And if you would like to be a sponsor or just donate, you can always donate via our Cash App, which is $UP2016. Again, that's $U as an umbrella, P as in Paul, 2016. And please be sure to follow the podcast at Get Caught Up Podcast on Facebook, on Instagram, and on TikTok and YouTube. Don't forget YouTube.
You
We are
too.
there too as well. We are there as well. We are streaming on YouTube. So we're on YouTube and Instagram. I forgot about my YouTube people. I'm sorry, y'all.
Oh, goodness.
I'm sorry. But we are not gonna hold you up. We want you to get some rest. So you guys, thank you for tuning in. Thank you for loving on Marissa. Marissa, you know you're a family here. You're welcome anytime, and we will be sending you over some work, girl. So
Thank you so much.
That part.
yes. So everyone, until this time, don't forget to keep reading, keep reflecting, and don't forget to get caught up. Good night.
Good night.